Somebody said, say, man, this a video of you going around say your 9-year-old cousin when you was 19. I said, so? Who give a getting how much you were 40 years later? So what? So?
I ain't never had one allegation. And I'm telling you, I ain't never had one allegation. And I ain't got one allegation. Not a one.
Ain't nobody said he done nothing. Ain't nobody said he done nothing.
About 11 or 12. And we was in Miami house. Charleston had just came home from TYC. And I was getting out the shower or whatever. And he came in there bundling me.
Now, Charleston White could be in serious trouble. There's a video going around saying that, you know, he was touching on his younger cousin years ago when he got out of that juvenile prison for powwowing that W man. Well, he didn't do it. His friend did it, and he got on the stand and told on him. Now, we know that Charleston White is known for coming online and saying some very provocative things about a whole bunch of different topics, right? But his latest thing was when he turned his back on Carmelo Anthony and the family and was selling watermelon felon shirts and was doing a whole bunch of stuff. We already knew that this guy had bad character. Now, when he was 16 years old, he got on a stand and told on his friend, and his friend got 99 years, right? Where they was in a crime together where a W man was unalive, right? He's talked about children. He's went after the rappers, the gang members. Sometimes he say some stuff that makes sense. Other times he say just some idiotic, stupid, crazy stuff. But I noticed something when he did what he did with Carmelo Anthony family. He came under fire and he kind of went underground for a while. He's been very quiet for a while. You haven't heard anything too much from him. But now this is starting to resurface. And shout out to House of Hypocrites. My brother from the House of Hypocrites, he came out with this yesterday where he really uncovered this situation with a cousin of his that he allegedly touched when she was like 11.
Around what age were you when this all happened?
About 11 or 12. And we was in Miami house. Charleston had just came home from TYC. And I was getting out the shower or whatever. And he came in there bundling me. He kept telling me that we was playing house. Everybody do it. And then,
you 11 years old. You're 11-year-old little girl, man. What are you thinking at that time? Were you scared? So, like, terrified of it?
I was scared. Of course I was terrified. Because what am I supposed to think? And I'm a child, you know?
Right.
I mean, what would you...
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
the time I told my parent I never ever went back over there again. Everything else was handled accordingly. You know, some families are the families that like to keep stuff under the table because, you know, everybody, the way we grew up, everybody business ain't nobody. We got district clerk office paperwork here now. So district clerk. Thursday of November 1998, Charleston White signed a court order arrangement to now or anytime after the day above contact the victim, Shalondra Price. Khan was 11 years old of age when contact was made. Sexual direct penetration was made. Defendant has previous convictions prior to current event. Paragraph 1 states the test was positive for defendant's semen.
So this girl saying she wasn't nothing but 11 years old. She came out the shower, and Charleston came in there and did what he did to her. Now, we're from what we're saying now is what she's saying that there was penetration and there was fluids, right? She has court records, paperwork, right, on this guy, man. Like, this thing is, man, this dude ain't right, man. This dude is a bad dude, man. Damn. And so, but he's making claims that he didn't touch this woman because he was locked up at the time, right? So he's laughing about it. He's making jokes about it. And he's saying that he don't even know the girl, right? But the girl, this girl, now let me just say this, right? Because nothing's proven, right? I got to be fair and stand on what I always stand on, whether I like Charleston White or not. When you accuse a man of something like this, you better have all of the proof. Because for me, the punishment is unaliving for something like this. So you got to make sure that you have all of the proof. So I'm not going to convict him now because she's telling her story. But we haven't seen any paperwork or court paperwork approved. She says that she has it, but she hasn't. I haven't seen it, so I'm not gonna say that he's guilty of this crime. He's being accused of this crime right now, right? But with his character like that, it doesn't make it look any better.
It was basically like a plea made before before he was able to be sentenced. I didn't want to fully prosecute him because they was making me feel bad about it because he was my cousin,
Right.
And so with me being so young, I was just like, okay, well, I don't want him to go to jail. I want this to happen.
He's done a lot of things and he's been involved in a lot of things that he doesn't seem to go to jail for.
So, we had everything from the detective's name to the signature of the district clerk. I don't
Phone numbers. And this says, this is crazy. This is crazy. He been tested positive for the semen, all matched up. Direct penetration, sexually direct penetration was made. Defendant has previous convictions prior to the current event. Paragraph 1 states the test was positive for defendant's semen. This is crazy. You got a detective name and phone number on her. March 16, 1999. Yeah, Charleston, you can't keep hiding from all this. You can't keep hiding from this. Was it any kind of friction in the family, like people telling you lying?
Yeah, a lot of it came from like my aunts and stuff, saying that I just wanted attention and stuff like that. Like, I really don't want to make this about anybody other than myself. You know what I'm saying?
She's not the only one. He has they have like 2 more cousins, family members that's victims. She really want to bring them into it, so we're not going to say their name.
But as far as my immediate family, everybody was out on board after everything got processed and was, systemized or whatever you might want, whatever great language you might want to use for it. And I haven't had to really revisit that except for when he came to Stop 6 working at the club, and then he had put that program there for the kids. And I was just thinking, damn, for a person who always doing shit.
It's okay.
You know what's going on, like if I was that young, that means Charleston was 19, right? 19, 20. I don't just think about it every day to remember the exact ages both of us was, but I do know he had just came home and he was a whole lot older than me, People think like that is funny and it's a joke, but if you ever go on my page, anything that I'm on there doing for the jail motivational speeches or any of that, if you just listen to it, it'll tell you the whole story. You know what I mean? This ain't something I just started dealing with. It's something I've been dealing with.
So this woman is claiming that she got the receipts. She talked about his program he got with other kids, and from what I'm hearing that there's other people that's also been accusing. Now I can't prove none of this, but people are saying that there's other people, man, other family members, right? Charleston, right? You out here doing all this talking about other people, but you got a whole bunch of snakes, man, a whole bunch of things going on behind the scenes, man. Right? So Charleston White, he got wind of this woman. Now, mind you, she says that she has the semen records, the police records, the detective, everything, the signature. She has it all. That's what she said, right? She said it caused a rift between the family and everything, right? But Charleston White, he got wind of this, and in Charleston White fashion, he said this.
Say, man, this a video of you going around say you, yo, 9-year-old cousin when you was 19. I said, so? Who give a getting talking about she was 40 years later? So what? So you got to be lying. Because here's the deal. I thought I was locked up in the boys' home from 14 to 21. I thought I was in the boys' home from 14 to 21. How I family member when I was 19? How? I was in the boys' home. 1991 to 1998. 14 to 21. How? I didn't get out of the boys' home till I was 21. Till I was grown. That's all I want to know. 14 to 21. Documentation record sealed at the age of 21. That's why when you pull my record, there's no history of a murder. 14 to 21, I was locked up for murder in the boys' home. Texas Youth Commission, getting state, home, and school. I was in the boys' home till I was 21 years old. How could he at 19 when he was in the boys' home, locked away? He had been locked up 5 years already. So somebody's lying on Chicken Charlie.
Now, while Charleston is clowning and making fun of this, there's other people out here doxing him, unpacking the story. And they're adding up his years and the year he got out of prison and how he could have done what she said that he did, right? So it's not just an open and shut, clear cut case yet as to what Charleston is saying, because you got people doing this.
When a person call out two numbers, they ain't sure about the age.
If I was that young, that means Charleston was 19, right? 19, 20.
See, Charleston, you ain't sliding just that fast. Because she said 19, 20.
That means Charleston was 19, right? 19, 20.
She could just have your age wrong, because when you're a child, you probably can't remember. Like,
how much time did Charleston White do? Charleston White served 6.5 years in a Texas juvenile facility. He was sentenced to 12 years under Texas juvenile determined sentencing laws for his involvement in the murder at age 14. He served his sentence at the Giddings State School, part of the Texas Youth Commission, from 1991 until he was released just before his 21st birthday. Now, what does all this mean, y'all might ask? First of all, he keeps saying he was in jail from 91 to 98. That's 7 years. Charleston, you only did 6.5 years, right? Now, if you notice the part I had highlighted right there, it said he served his sentence at the Giddings State School, part of the Texas Youth Commission, from 1991 until he was released.
Now, with Charleston White's character, this could very much well be true. I don't know if it's true right now, it's speculation, but if more people come out or this woman goes deeper and bring out more information, he could be in serious trouble, bro. Like I said, man, you got a lot of weirdos online. You got a lot of people that do a lot of weird stuff, man. And there's a lot of things in families that's been swept under the rug, right? I'm inclined to believe this young lady, right? But just because she's saying it doesn't mean that it's true. Me, I don't know, man. Like, this is difficult because when a woman accuses a man of this is the worst, like one of the worst things in the world that you could be accused of, because you're guilty and to prove it innocent. Because if my daughters come to me and tell me somebody touched them, I'm ready. You feel what I'm saying? And all the men watching as fathers, y'all know what I mean. I ain't got to say nothing else. So this is like one of the worst things that you could ever be accused of. So I just, man, this ain't even nothing to play around with. He want to come out and laugh and joke and make it seem like it's funny, and it's not funny. But y'all let me know what y'all think, man. If you made it this far in the video, hit that like button. Subscribe to Street Media TV. Leave your comments in the comment section. Remember, I love y'all. Till the next time. Peace.